It's orange and red. Oh, hey Omar, it's getting shitty bandwidth. Test. Oh, it went green. Really? Okay. Hello, everyone. We sorted out an issue. Um, Lots of things to discuss. A lot going on here on our end. We had a great Monday meeting to get on the same page. It is a big week in front of us. You will see a little bit of some buy activity happening. Those are the new system. We don't have a clever name. I mean, it's the GAN. Uh, the GAN is kind of tired and dated, so um, we're probably going to find a new name for it. We just haven't yet. It's on the list of things to do. We've built it. We have a whole system made, but it's not necessarily the final name we're sticking with. It was just something that um, we came up with. So let's discuss where things are at. I see some of you guys did some testing. We're like, hey, these guys used our test BNB. You guys are testing on desktops and iPhones, multiple browsers. I heard we had some mixed results. Let me tell you right out the gate, I appreciate all of that testing on the test site. That's great. Some of those issues you were encountering, in fact, most of them were already fixed. If you're in chat right now and watching, type something in chat so that I know that's coming through. I know that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of hit or miss. I have talked to the team. I want to start streaming on a different platform. I don't like how we get throttled and some of our content gets, what's up, Rebel? Some of our content gets, you know, diminished or deleted by the powers that be. So I think we might be finding a more friendly place. I know that Russell Brand has switched over to Rumble for his live streaming. I'll probably still replicate our streams on other platforms, but I think we might be switching over to a platform that is a little more flexible for our industry. So anyway, that may be happening. That's something that we're looking at really heavily. So let's talk about where we're at. I know there's some concerns about the coin price. There's concerns with when we're going to release this beast. What some you guys are seeing some of the okay. So where we live, actually, where the main office is located right now, we're surrounded by a lot of farming. There's non-farming here, but California is kind of like the breadbasket. And the reality is, anywhere you go in California has a lot of like farmland. The way it works with the farm is there's an order of operations of how things work to have a good crop, what they call having a crop. You plant first, and then you harvest second. And with development, it's very much the same way. You can't like rush that process, and everything is a loss. The water bills come in, the fertilizer bills come in, the labor costs come in. All these expenses accrue before you actually end up making a dime harvesting the crop and selling it. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's very much the same way. We're putting in 100% of our focus has been on putting in the work to develop for the next step. Because here's what I really see is happening. Those that are doing shilling and the influencer stuff and all that type of stuff, they're going to be going away. Whether it's tomorrow, I think they'll go as long as they can. But the pressure on platforms to deplatform them, and the pressure on from law enforcement and SEC and those oversight groups is going to be overbearing. So I really see, with the whole Kim Kardashian thing, as much as we might joke about, like, oh, I don't watch that show and I don't keep up with the Kardashians or any of that bullshit. I don't. But if you think for a second it's not going to have impact on celebrities looking into whether they should support a crypto or not, you're wrong. Anyone paying attention who has a brain should be paying attention to what just happened. She made 250,000. She got fined 1.25 million, and she paid it rather than fighting it, which sets precedents and everything else. Overreach, but it does have an impact. Good news for us is we're not celebrity dependent. Our growth is not built around like, oh, well, we got some celebrity to shill us. We're developing systems that, number one, have real world, impact, and give tools. The way we're doing the GAN and flowing through, it's working flawlessly. It does use the decentralized exchange. It does have some positive price pressure. The values are so low right now. I just had another gentleman in my office this morning. He came in, he's like, he's going to be throwing some money in. There's going to be some money coming in very soon. With that said, shh, if you're watching, shh, let anyone that wants to sell and get out right now, I'm sitting on my hands, we're letting them do it. If you came in a little higher than the price is right now, don't worry, don't worry. Let them exit. We've even talked about for those that want to get out right before we go to go up, lifting whale code, telling Lola back off, and doing some things to let more people get out and drive the price down even lower. We're gonna go up. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna take what we have in our pocket. We'll push it to 10 right there. So shh. Anyone wants to sell at $2.70, let them sell for cheap. The amount of BNB that they remove from the liquidity pool when they sell right now versus if the most coins we can get them out, the better if they want to get out. Some of them, they might change their mind. They're like, okay, now it's going up. I'm cool. Okay, these guys are doing something. So for those that are just disheartened and that's the reason they're selling, I get that. You'll see us going up and maybe it'll change your emotion. But we're not in a sprint. We're in a marathon. And part of this marathon is it's not a straight freaking line. And during development, when you're planting the crops and when you're watering and doing all that stuff before harvest, you can't. I'm not saying we don't have a visibility of the coin price and there isn't something that's like, I wish more people were holding on. But for those that want to get out, the best thing we can do as a community is let them while it's cheap before we start surging. So if I can look at any gift that we've been given, is that people that wanted to get out early and just get some sort of quick return, if they snipe the coin at 20 cents, 30 cents, and they're getting out at $3. They're getting a tenfold on their investment. They got in super duper early. They want that tenfold. They're happy with tenfold. Let them get out at tenfold. I'd rather them, if they aren't in it, get out at tenfold than 50-fold or 100-fold. So yeah. If I'm worried about it, it's based on emotion, not reality, right? The reality is the amount of traffic we have to produce with our GAN and our affiliate program and any of the other things we have upcoming. The exchanges are about to get on, all the road that's been paved through some heavy, expensive lessons. The benefit we're about to reap is amazing. It's not going to take very much to push this, and the GAN is functioning brilliantly. It is sick. We've got it ready to go. This is okay. I want to hit you guys with something that happened just this weekend, and I'm so glad we didn't release it last week. That the horse races came up and kind of everyone was like, "Hey, we need this for morale," because we do a lot of work around here. You just don't see how hard everyone works here. They work really, really hard to make this a reality. They don't put in. This isn't a job like they're sitting in a cubicle. Nothing wrong with that. I've done that. this is a job where it's blood, sweat, and tears poured in, and the amount of care that the team has is huge. So, okay, let's talk about what happened this weekend. Came in, and I had a thought, and because we promised you guys what? We promised low fees. All right, we're gonna have low fees. We're gonna have really low fees. We're gonna try to keep the fees as low as possible. And I'm like, man, these fees are. The guys went to the horse races, which was at the fair, and I didn't end up going because I had a obligation Friday for to help somebody else on medical stuff, but the it was like $14 for a corn dog, like $12 for a little cup of beer. And it was just horribly, horribly overpriced and expensive, and the fees were insane. And people hate fees. I don't like fees. I don't know if you guys like fees. I bought a plane ticket for February, just up and coming. The $150 for the ticket, but $50 in fees. It's like, even low fees suck. Like, we get tired of that stuff. So this weekend, we had an idea. Is there a way to take our GAN from low fees to no fees? And can we do it? Do we end up too upside down? Can it be done? Is it going to bite us in the ass? Is it even doable? To go no fees, literally no fees. You buy. And the other thing I want to do was lower the threshold from $50 down to $25. This is flexible. If you think we should keep it at 50, we can keep it at 50, but I think we're lowering it to 25. As of right now, I believe it's $25 is what we're going to have as our bare minimum for the GAN. It's at $25 for people to use it, and we're doing a $10,000 maximum per use. So the question was, can we do no fees? Is it even feasible? And we did it. So we now have no fees for everybody that uses our GAN, no matter what currency they're coming in with across the world. We have over 100 currencies lined up. Only 4 are enabled right now, which gives them, it auto changes the symbol, it does a calculation, and it pulls the live exchange rate, and it does all the work on the back end to accept. It adjusts the minimum so that for that currency, the maximum, and it automatically adjusts the payment providers, the whole 9 yards, or it does it all automated. So, but the question was, okay, so we're doing this. We're all in. We're all in. We are going with a no fee buy structure for crypto, where people can buy into Anubit, and if they spend 25, they get $25. They spend 100, they get 100. They spent 10,000, they get a full 10,000. No reduction, no percentage for processing fee through credit card, no gas fee, nothing. And so our GAN is going to be the cheapest way for anyone to get into crypto, at least competing with if any exchange goes no fees, which here's the thing, Binance says no fees. Binance is a bunch of fucking liars. They're liars. So let's say that BNB is worth 284, when you buy it, they basically or I'm sorry, you sell it. Let's say you want to sell a bunch of BNB. Current price 284. The rate that they give you when you go to sell is 275. Well, that's because they're skimming $10 per coin. It's a hidden fee. They just give you a lesser exchange rate. So they don't charge you a service fee. They're just not giving you an optimal rate on their own coin. They're not giving you market rate. So it's kind of bullshit. It's like, you guys are, your whole no fee thing is dishonest as hell. They just hide the fees. They make it so, yeah, they don't charge you a processing fee or gas. They just give you a shitty exchange rate on if you go to sell on your coin. It's horseshit. So anyway, guys, you're going to see a couple more tests. We have moved from the test environment to live environment. The mobile things that any of you guys were experiencing have been corrected. So you're going to see that the mobile experience is hopefully flawless. So far, it looks good. The desktop is flawless, Mac's flawless, Android, everything's working really good. On the live environment, we're going to be releasing that to you guys with the website pretty soon. I know that you guys are checking out test. You're going to see some live stuff like they're catching a couple little live issues right now that just need to be cleaned up. Nothing catastrophic, just just things that are polish related. So anyway, yeah, we're there, guys. I know that you've been patient. I know that we've jumped the gun a couple times and then had to pause the brakes when either new suggestions come out or we find some catastrophic issues or things like that. They're like, oh, maybe we should go back to reevaluate before we push it too fast. So, but we're there. It's secure. It's great. It's working. Give them. They're live right now, and all I can say is your patience and your faith in us we're living up to it on this end, even though the coin price doesn't reflect it right now. I'll tell you, just it's something that is a blessing in disguise. And yeah, Yenadu, their loss, more holders reward for us. That is 100%. I'm like, let them sell it. I thank you for the appreciation. I do want to go over some crypto news. I'm going to go over one quick thing that I saw there's a bunch going on. Record number of Brazilian companies bought crypto in August. And as we look at Anubit being available, two things are really going to do well for us. First off, the affiliate program, I can't tell you the response we're hearing from how many people are like, oh my gosh, I can earn bonus coin. I'm going to share that to everybody. The affiliate program is going to rock. Without the GAN, the affiliate program is impossible. We couldn't do it. How do you do it? The only thing we could rely on is exchanges to promote our currency amongst thousands of others. We will have a currency that can truly go viral. The other thing is we have basically a deep link that gets made so that when an influencer wants to do a video on our Anubit, they can say click through at the bottom of our video, click through, and they get paid bonus coin. You think they're going to be lining up to do videos to promote our coin if everyone that buys is going to get 10%? Bet your ass. They're chomping at the bit for our affiliate program, because for them, if they're reaching an audience and they can store on 1,000 sales, spending $100, they're making $10 a piece. That's way better than anybody pays them. They're making it in coin. It's way better than they make with any other thing. It's our and we don't have to do any bookkeeping. We don't have to do any work. The system does this automatically, which is the beauty of the affiliate program. We don't have to do any bookkeeping. There's no payout in any currency. So because it's paid out in Anubit, it's paid out worldwide in a single currency. We don't have to do W-9s. We don't have to juggle any of that noise. We just pay them out directly in coin automatically. And it is, I'm telling you right now, the response is they cannot wait. So we are, as soon as we launch this, you guys are like, we're going to sit on our laurels and just be like, whew, boy, we got that GAN out, we're good to go. Mission accomplished. No, we've already started. The team has already transitioned as if like it's a race to get the affiliate program out. Now the affiliate thing, since it's a single page, a single tab built onto the GAN. To add that on, super simple. We already have transaction history. We already have Wallet Connect is already done. We already have ID verification. We already have all the system does the purchase. Everything is already done to make this to enable it. The only thing that they have to really work on is include one additional tab on the GAN called affiliate. Attach when you share out through social media and people click through the link of something you shared to Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever, when people click through, it on the back end, their account registration gets tied to you. And every time they purchase, you get paid as well. So we're like, oh, shit, this is beautiful. There's nobody has anything like this. We're excited. Everyone is excited about it. And the way it works, the goal, of course, is to have people kind of more virally spread it. People share it, people sign up, those people create accounts and then share it again and then keep rolling it out. And by doing that, all of those purchases, every single one of them goes through Pancake Swap on the back end. It goes to the DEX, and you're going to see the price go way up. so long story short, you see people selling right now and people dismayed, like, oh, the price is down. Just let them go. Let them go. They're not part of the future. They're part of the past. Let them go. The more you can shed that weight, the less weight we have to carry upwards to the top. Because I guarantee if they're the type to sell right now, once we hit 10, 15, 20, 1,500 bucks, they're not the type to go to 1,000 or four. Our goal is 418 months. So they're not the type to be with us on the way up. They're just trying to cash out quick. So let that mentality go. I mean, we'll be better off without them. I truly believe, and I know it. It's something that we've seen that time and time again. You can't change people's minds, hearts, and souls. All you can do is surround yourself with people with similar vision. You guys have it. They didn't. It's fine. Hey, all walks of life. We'll be not laughing at the end, but we'll be sad to see that we couldn't convince them otherwise. Is there anything in place to stop people abusing the affiliate program? For example, getting people to buy big loads, earn the bonus coin, then sell everything that's been bought plus bonus coin. Yes, there is. So first off, we know that we do have whale code in place. They're not going to be able to just buy everything and dump it. When they do purchases, they can't. They have to do wallet connectivity, which gives us a little KYC to any actors. If anyone's doing some bullshit with a coin, where it's like, they're doing some shenanigans, we have visibility now. The GAN does take some of the anonymity out of from our holders and gives us some idea of like, okay, here's what's going on. A bunch of people have got together in Brazil or trying to pull some crap or something, right? We're basically, it gives us knowledge and information, which puts us in a position to make sure the number one thing is defend integrity of the coin for everybody there. Do what's best for everybody who wants to go to $400. That's my only thing. When you see the coin dipping right now, even though it's counterintuitive, we're doing what's best for everybody who wants to be part of seeing the coin go up to $400 and then the next step after. That's all that is. It just doesn't always look pretty. So yeah, we have checks and balances in place. We have, if they're doing big buys, let's say they're doing $10,000 buys, they can't sell that 10,000 right away. They can start selling it, but whale code keeps them throttled. They're not going to be able to just dump it. That's not going to happen. So they got to be into it for a little while, and then even if they so if they buy 10 and they sell, let's say, $500 worth that day, right? Uh, it's still on the charts a net positive and causes other people. They're also vested, right? Let's look at it, skin in the game, so to speak. So if I have $10,000 in Anubit, do I want my $10,000 to go down or up? I want it to go up. What's the way I'm going to make it go up? Well, shoot, I want to send this out to social media. I don't want to sell mine right away. I want to get other people in first. And by getting, other people into it, that's going to drive the price up even more. And then when I sell, it's worth more, right? So there's some that just serving people's best interest, right? By people serving what is their best interest, I think human nature is gonna, because I don't want people not to be selfish. Be selfish, look out for you, do what's best for you, right? That's a great thing. I think that we've built a system where people are going to be selfish and it's going to benefit the coin price. There's no one or the other. Both things are going to happen at the same time. And I don't want to prevent anyone that wants to get in and get out. I really don't want to prevent them to doing that. The goal is prevent them to doing that in a way that is destructive. So getting in, pumping up the price is not a problem. It's when people do the massive dumps that are a problem. That's what upsets people about the price. So if you notice, our price can spike, and it will. I'm telling you, you're like, oh, this is this slow decline. Yeah, that's by design. There's no massive dumps anymore. There's no like, oh shit, it's just a sharp decline. We've sorted out all of that. Yeah, there is a gradual decline over time, but the green lines can be skyrocketing. So the thing is, right now we haven't had very little green. Right now we're not pushing for a bunch of buys. Right, it's build time, not harvest time. So the other thing is, I mean, yeah, we have influencers lined up. We got everything lined up. The buys are going to happen. We also have, I mean, just the only problem I have is I want to take. All right, we've got the GAN now. It's pretty much working. We're ready to give you guys the address. I need who we give that address to first affects the price, right? Now I'm going to give it to strategic testers that are going to do some first priority testing before we issue it to the general public. But I guarantee this, it's going to perceive this like a little mini gold rush. You're going to see people coming in very, very quickly to the GAN. And when they come in, they're going to be coming in big green spikes. So it's not going to be some like, oh, here's a gradual uptrend of green over the next like 3 weeks. No, it's going to be chunk, chunk, chunk. So, I mean, yeah, we built it so the declines are gradual. The inclines can be very sharp and drastic. So that's it. It gives our coin price integrity, and it helps maintain the price for all the holders. So not to say that we can't shed some, right now during harvest time, or during production time, we haven't been focused on price growth. Why would we? It's you have to have everything at the right time. And I was telling our legal counsel Mario, he's like, hey, liquidity is low, and when are we gonna flip the switch to do growth? I'm like, not yet. Hold the line. Just wait. And he has faith. He knows that we're not doing things willy nilly. We have a plan in mind. But it's kind of like that. The army's charging. You're like, hold the line. That's where we're at right now. Because when we do flip the switch, because that's what everyone waits for, right? You don't want to buy on the way down, right? What you want to buy is right at the beginning of the way up is when most people want to get in. And then the reality is a lot of people are candle chasers. If there's halfway through the incline, as long as they see the trajectory is still going up, they're in. So we're not, the second we're ready outside of this little office to open it up to external testers, you're going to see the dip level off, and then the spike's going to start. So we're pretty much there. We're not going to jump I'm not going to supplement the price to hedge against these declines. We are 1000% committed to letting people that want to get out at $2.70 to feel free to sell their coin. So much so that we've literally had meetings discussing whether we should lift whale code a little bit to let them sell it even faster. If you're wondering, oh well, how committed are they to this? This is hyperbole. No, it's not. So anyway, let me talk about this article. Brazilian, I just found this fascinating. For international, we keep looking at the US and Europe. For international, when we talk about countries and adoption and opportunity for Anubit, it is truly worldwide, guys. That's why us doing a little extra delay now, letting the coin price tank a little bit while we spend a little extra time doing a delay to have international in a faster position to be implemented, to me is worthwhile. Because the long-term goal, how do we get to $400 a coin? We get it because companies and countries and entities that are looking for a stable place to put their wealth, and they're looking for an amazing, currency. They're going to see what we built, and they're going to lose their shit at how awesome it is. That it's better for their society, that they all benefit, that as people in America are buying things, they can make passive income, right? For value, that there's a unified metric, that their coin is worth something, and other people are so. I imagine even if transactionally they don't have very much, their holders are making more coin. By the activities in another area, another part of the world. So we are going to be repositioning our marketing on Anubit to really dial in where we stand compared to the rest of the market, the things that set us aside and make us special. And I keep hearing Visa and MasterCard and those guys pair up with people, which first off, they're doing it centralized finance. They're not doing it DeFi. They're holding all the keys. They hold all the cards. If you want to play in their system, they control everything, which is not good for people, because if they control everything, then if something goes wrong, they get to choose if you get to keep your coin. And no, that doesn't work. So the other thing is, they keep on touting, when you purchase, you earn. Which sounds great. I like that too. I've got cards that do that. When you purchase, you earn. We're going to be the contrary to that. We're going to say, hey, when other people purchase, you earn. So when other people use our coin, you make money. You make currency. You earn. You have more than you just had. It's as simple as that. In real time, with every transaction, the blockchain recalculates the balance that you have in your account. With every transaction, it does it for free. You have no loss. There's no gas paid for us to distribute the coin to you. Nobody else has a technology that allows that to happen. The only thing they can do is say, okay, Bob, you spent $1,000 and you make 2%, so here's your $20. That's the only thing that traditional banking can do. So that's what they do. We now have the technology to say, hey, Bob, you spent $0, but you have a bunch of coin. And all those other people used it. You just held. They used it. Here's how much you made. And it's all coming in as free coin to you. We can do that. The other people aren't realizing the benefits of the technology to do that where the whole community can benefit from the activity. Nobody else has the tech to do that. We do. We're taking that. We have something that no one else has. Their minds are going to be blown. And once people realize the power of the fact that you earn when other people spend in a way that's never been realized before as a transactional currency, we're going to light the world on fire. People are going to be like, wow, this is so much better. I love the fact that if I spend, I earn, but it feels so much better to make money off of other people's efforts in transactions. That feels really good. So yeah, buckle up. We're going to be doing our marketing to really hammer that point home for how unique it is to us, how amazing that is, and how we do it. No one else can even come close to touching how we do that. So let me make sure I go over Kitson's. Is there anything in place to stop people using the affiliate program? For example, people getting getting people to buy big loads, earn the bonus coin, then sell everything that's bought plus the bonus coin. So are we expecting there will be anytime you have built anything, people are always looking for a way to manipulate it for their advantage. So we've gone into this. The idea is, yes, people will be selling bonus coin. People will eventually, but because of the whale threshold and the way that's set up, the positive from the program to the price will grossly outweigh those that are trying to game the system. And whale code prevents that from being a too big of a thorn in our side. I'm glad I covered it good enough for you. So while there will be in our mapping, there it does account for tomfoolery, right? It is positive to the tune of it's honestly it's disgustingly positive, and all of that is while exists is kind of just like a store looks at loss, like okay, there's 2 to 5% loss, and it's built into the price of the product. It's the same thing. We know that there's going to be stuff happening, but it's gross. It's still extremely beneficial for everyone to play in the system, and the gains so disturbingly outweigh it, so that it shouldn't even be a worry in your head. It's like, yeah, that'll happen, but who cares? It's going to be minuscule. We have enough checks and balances. Like I was going over the stuff we have inside the coin that helps prevent just between AI and things that are monitoring. Like it's just, we have way more than anyone else. The tools, loss prevention, AI in there. We've got anti-whale with able to pause. We can change the amount. Lola can change it. We can manually override it and change the amount for whale threshold. We can pause the for different durations. Right now it's set to 24 hours. We can do things on a per account level, so that GAN purchases. We can do auto locking, so that if they want a better exchange rate, it locks their wallet for you want bonus coin, lock your wallet for a different duration. We've got a lot of things that we can do down the road that are I think are tools that no one else has. So we just honestly, we built an amazing coin. The world does not know yet. They have no idea how amazing the coin is. It is functionally, the coin is perfect. It is flawless. It is working phenomenally. It is accurate to the 18th decimal. It is poised in position to be the #1 crypto in the world. We did not build a copy and paste sub bullshit coin. We built the Sistine Chapel. We painted it. It's freaking gorgeous. It works. It's ready. The GAN, we have not put together like some hack job. Like it is, as far as Wallet Connect, we built it under a DeFi environment, people. We built it so that it's not centralized. You can use DeFi wallets and fully use the GAN. It's not just going into like an exchange goes into their wallet and their wallet alone. And if you want it off the exchange, they get to choose to pause or allow the withdrawal of the coin. No, once you purchase, it's in your wallet. It's your freaking coin. It's not into a centralized exchange. It's going straight to your DeFi through Wallet Connect things that we basically, there's no one else using wallet connectivity like we are either. There's some tools like chainless.wtf and chainless.org, but those are separate pages you have to go through. We built in the wallet connectivity right into ZPS. So, and all of that wallet connect issue, all of those things that we built, they're going into the app that Tanya's been fervently building. So yeah, no, we're guys, you guys are welcome. Congratulations, you guys are the faithful. You guys are going to be very, very happy with where we're going from here on out. It's not with some pain, some blood, sweat, and tears. It's not with some like demoralizing like the coin's dipping your price. Stop selling. We need to go up. Man, let him go. Let him go. I got my Death Star t-shirt on. We're good. Let him go, guys. We're not going to need him. I did the math. I'm like, shit. I can tell you this. To have the coin go up to about $10 is going to take about, I think it was only about $72,000 of positive pressure on the price. And so, and that's with a Lola set at damn near 50%. So, you guys are worried? Really? We're worried about that? All these losses are offset by like 3 people we have coming on board? Come on. Like, what are you worried about? So, come on. Charlie, let the $2 people go. So, anyway, guys, I wanted to get on, let you know where we're at, let you know where the team hasn't talked to you guys since Friday, so I wanted to get a little FaceTime with you guys, let you guys know that we're live kicking, we're working on the back end. The dev team is their last couple little things here to make sure that it's ready to release to the extended test market, which you guys know who you are. So that will be happening soon. Everyone else, if you're not part of the test, yeah, Kitson, I'm not worried. Optics, we do care about optics. There is a trade-off though between doing what has good optics and what is good for the short term versus doing what's good for the long-term health of the coin. And what's good for the long-term health of the coin is getting a bunch of people that can't wait for the coin to get to $400 and are in it for that. We have to have a proportional amount of people that are like if let's say 80-90% of our holders were just trying to, you know, I think the coin we still have, as far as circulating supply, we have like 1 million. We've shed some, but circulating supply, most of the coins are held. And there's a ratio between those that are looking for short-term gains and those that are in it for the long haul. And that ratio needs to be kind of maintained. We really want holders that are wanting to go into the hundreds of dollars, not just like, oh, I made, you know, I made a return. Well, some of these guys selling right now, they sniped the coin right at the beginning. They're making a 10 times return. They're super happy. Let them, yeah. And I'm not worried. If you're worried, let me know. I'll see about unlocking the account so you can sell your coin. Yeah, but I'm not worried. Like, yeah, we can maybe do an exception for you and let you bypass whale code and dump everything if you're really worried and you want out. But I'm not worried at all. It's going to take very little, and when this hits, you're going to see the candles start shooting. And the candles is the green lines on the chart that we like to see and everything like that. Those are all going to come in bigger chunks and more frequently. And there'll still be those sales, those guys selling. They're just going to take more BNB out. They're going to get more for their sale as we start letting the coin price shoot up. And for those who are like, oh man, the coin's right at where I bought it at. If you're looking at any given point in the time, this is all small potatoes. And I consider honestly anything less than $10, $20 right now to be small potatoes for coin price. We want to go in the hundreds of dollars. So all the fluctuation. Oh, okay. Look, okay. So it was at like $5, $6, and it's down to like $2.70. There's $3. Well, once we're at like $50 and it drops to 47 or goes up to 53, no one's gonna panic about that because it's like whatever. Oh, it's a $3 swing. Who gives a shit, right? And then the next stop is 75. And then it drops to 72. You're gonna panic? Nah, fuck that. It's all relative. So don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine. You guys are good. If you've held, awesome. If you've sold a little bit, buy back a little more or be happy where you're at if you needed cash or whatever. But I would, as soon as you see the candles going, if you didn't buy back or you didn't maximize your holdings at that point, it's only going to get more expensive. So other than that, guys, we will be in touch with all the early testers. It'll be Tanya reaching out. I'll probably assist, but we have a lot of things going on the back end that I can't even talk about. It's a very, very, very exciting time right now. We are extremely, we had a good weekend. I think everybody had a good weekend. I was here on Sunday. Omar's here on Sunday. I know I wasn't in Telegram, but that doesn't mean I wasn't behind my desk. Doesn't mean the dev team wasn't working their butts off. We do, we work a lot here because we love it. Honestly, it was like home. So anyway, I'll be streaming tomorrow again. Tomorrow's stream is going to be really, really fun. If there's no issues, it looks like tomorrow's going to be what we should classify as extended tester day. I want to give ample time for all the extended testers to do their things in case they find some issues and they can't go through with their testing transactions. I want to make sure that we can fix any bugs to have them be able to get their test transactions through. And then provided that all the bugs are sorted out, hopefully all of them are any that exist beyond what we've already discovered and fixed. Anything that exists, we sort out, we fix, and then it'll be going to general public if we're on track by Wednesday. So at least tomorrow as internal or external tester day, where you guys get free reign to do some real live purchases. You get to see it popping up on the bog chart, going through the GAN and everything like that, and we're really excited. We're very appreciative of the family we've built with you guys, the community we developed, and this is just so much fun. We're so excited about this because everything up till now has been a lot of work. Without, when you're farming and watering and all that, and you don't see, and things are growing slow, and then finally now it's like, okay, there's giant tomatoes on everything. We're ready to go out and pick everything and get everything, and have a feast with you guys, so that we invite everyone to the those that are in the States who don't know about Thanksgiving, but everyone's about to have pumpkin pie with Kool-Aid. So